Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Alabama's return team will have that offense backed up. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, he can play the run as well. You can beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Bitch. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good in the next game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
So the Oregon Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's right, took no time at all. Plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
No. Sky, whatever this shit is. Skunk 8. Yes, you do.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels...
Puff ain't free.
be able to put some points up on the board here.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm the football and get him on the ground.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Oh, come on. That's bullshit. Bullshit.
But there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
That's so gay.
So the decision.
Yeah, big toe. That nigga shouldn't even been back there. Hey, you coming up the gut, you might well dive and block the shit. But you see how the game be bullshitting, all right? Cause that's supposed to have been a block. Watch the nigga foot. Watch where the ball come off at. You see, it's square on his shit now. Dead middle, cause this nigga right in front. Square on his shit. But as soon as he come up close, it just go off to the side so the nigga can't block it. That's probably why the nigga damn got the fucking roughing the kicker. Come on. This nigga kicked me in the top of the head. It's supposed to, yeah, the kicker is roughing. The fuck they talking about? That nigga just big, what that nigga Sweet Chin Music, this nigga. Hell no. Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. Okay.
And the coach will take the penalty.
All right.
So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Right back to him on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's
Delgado. Extending the play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got his man quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25. They're set up with a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third down. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
To the air on first down.
Oh, that's a good spin move.
Toward the end zone.
Ah, come on. They didn't let him jump up.
Down, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone.
Bro, that was my pick. Man, they didn't even let me. They just made me stop. I could have definitely got that. They just made me stop when I hit the triangle.
Chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was.
The algorithm.
Got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface.
Hell yeah, that shit hurt.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really...
Hell yeah, that damn penalty hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Still on his feet at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Quick handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Sure. That's how you maul a motherfucker.
Physical, especially on first down, and you want to create second and shoot.
That's how you maul a nigga.
Or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The big fullback's got it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He'll toss it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The give to the fullback. The Ducks have a first down.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see.
I know, Belize, you can't believe a nigga is been figured out how to goddamn effectively run this playbook.
Part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense is not.
I hear you.
Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Not difficult. Let me see you run it in your next game with a weak advance.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working.
Well, Mississippi State, they has been having winning records like a motherfucker.
These little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Oh, come on.
Use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback. And
Lay 2 to 11.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. They're setting up the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle.
Come on. Come on.
Says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back.
He missed that whole bad. I hate them kicks from the angle close.
Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball?
Very true. That's what it seems.
Lining up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position.
Oh, that's a good stunt.
Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
That was a good stunt. Let's try that again. All right, so you over here, we're going to loop you around.
The inside handoff.
Yep.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those limits for that.
But you ain't see the D-line movement on that.
Back to pass, it's Delgado.
We knew it. I tried to creep.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before
They wouldn't let me get through there.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
He won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the
He paid for it.
An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you ain't never seen a big man move like that, did he? Look at that D-tackle work. Talking about I just be saying anything. He said, let me get that shit. Up out of here.
Listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll run for it on third and short. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Chambers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good out of a defense coordinator. Good out of.
But the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. A little screen.
Bullshit.
Oh, what a move! They make the stop, but not before the screen.
They weren't gonna let me get past him to save their life, huh?
Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped.
Oh, he's stuck.
Screen in behind it.
They know it.
Nobody there to make
Luckily for them,
and this offense
it's gonna end up being a 2-minute warning.
Play.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Takes the easy completion, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback
was
trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still
The conditions.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throwing right. Just missed it. Just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one,
Way to be patient.
Him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Fix my shit a little earlier now. I'm hitting in advance.
Right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground.
Fuck!
Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll get rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
Oh.
He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Using his feet. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And with another big play, he's over the 100-yard mark. A lot of times when you look in the box score at the end of the game, whoever rushes for 100 yards, a lot of times they win the football game. This guy's been able to create big plays, and that's why his team's been successful on offense.
The give to the fullback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a 1st down.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed. There he is, scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
On second down, looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite.
You're right. Keep spitting out that Bama history, that Bama tradition. Oh, great throw. Hey, great throw. Great throw.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass.
Talk about touch, Belize. Know what a throw going across the screen. Look at that.
Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They want to run this quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Run it with the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running back goes in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're going to
Well, we got to do tackling drills this week, fellas.
Completely owning the front. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Delgado. Buys a little extra time.
Come
He's
on.
going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Alabama pushing the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Ducks! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose.
Oh, come on.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space...
That nigga just fell asleep. What the fuck?
Start playing.
He glitched out.
Challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bombs him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Past the 30. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass. And here's the running back who breaks through the line of scrimmage. And they just didn't rally fast enough to the football. And they make the tackle short of the first down marker. But there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Sticks it in his belly. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
Have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Go for it in these situations.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The back goes in motion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass. It's Delgado. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Slides away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's right on target. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably will, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch them.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Oh.
And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
Dude, you didn't think it could any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Delgado. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.
Mhm. Mhm. Hey, no, that game just, I'm telling you that damn offense. I was playing with my normal shotgun shit this week with USC. I started here with a nominal offense after Oregon State was the joint I introduced. I got the first L with the Army offense, and ever since then, I mean, I'm on a 2-game win streak with them, but it was Mississippi State. I ran them. Got LSU. And I got you week 11. Why you couldn't be up here? So, yeah, get to doing my recruit.